Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday the 10th of July 2023. In today's Millwall news, we have this, which I'm not too sure about, to be honest. I understand the reasoning behind it, the sentiment behind it. But yesterday I told you that the situation regarding the book and condolence at the den and other stuff, that there was a thing there that said the players and staff will be at the den having a private moment, and then fans can come from 10 a.m. Now, in my mind, probably because I'm an old fuddy-duddy, private moments aren't filmed. Private moments aren't. You don't take pictures of private moments. You don't slickly cut them up in editing for videos for social media. But like I said, this is the modern world. Private moments no longer exist. Everything is pictured and photographed and videoed on mobile phones everywhere, everything all at once. So yeah, the club put this up. This is, I guess, I'm probably being a bit fastidious where they said a private moment. If they would have said, oh, the players were then filming a promotional video to celebrate John's life, that probably wouldn't have the same ring about it. But when you say they're going to have a private moment to remember John Berylson for themselves, then that sounds a bit more respectful. But yeah, they've got a load of pictures. They've got a picture gallery. I'm not going to go through it. And there's a video that they edited and put up on Twitter. So, which I'm not going to play either. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. But like I said, 21st century, baby. Nothing is private anymore. This probably was a bit more meaningful. This is also from millwallfc.co.uk, the official website. Millwall players eulogise John Berylson. So these are, the club have selected some social media posts from the current squad of Millwall players and put them in this story on the official website. We got Murray Wallace there, George Saville. We got Danny McNamara. We've got Zion Fleming here. Tom Bradshaw. I think most of these are from Instagram. And these seem a bit more poignant, to be honest. Maybe it's just words tell more than pictures, which, as we found out in his obituary, John Berylson had around 100,000 books in his possession, which is very impressive. I thought I had a lot of books, so I've probably got around maybe 300, and that's a lot for me. So I'm sure John Berylson would be more impressed with the words than the pictures. And here we go. So the club have also done this as well, tributes pouring John Berylson. This is a collection of, which I think I brought you before from, who was it? The Daily Star did it first, and then I think it was the South London Press did it. They've got a collection of Twitter posts from former players who reacted. You can see this is Alan Dunn from July the 4th. So this is literally as it happened, UK time. Gary Alexander, Joe Dolan. Was Joe Dolan around when? I don't think he was playing when Berylson was chairman, was he? Sean Williams, Shane Ferguson. You can see this is all. Some of these from July the 4th, July the 5th. Steve Parish, if you don't know Steve Parish is, he's Crystal Palace chairman. The FA. So yeah, Henry Winter, media. He's a sports journalist. Mathieu, par exemple. So yeah, for some reason that's up twice. But yeah, there you go. And this is, like I said in the video that I made previously, this is but a fraction. But a fraction. You could probably fill a whole encyclopedia with all the. If you printed them out and put them in a book form, you would have an encyclopedia full of tributes to John Berylson. Yeah, hell of a lot. And now we have to move on. I assume that we were told that in the obituary from the funeral directors that the funeral was today, but it was a private family funeral, and that's what private means. But I literally don't know if it did or didn't happen. I assume it did, but that's what private means to me. Like, very few people know that it's happening and even experiencing it. They're now at home, performing the Jewish rites of Shiva, which is where people visit them. And rather than what we do here, where we have a wake, we basically have a party where everyone gets pissed and that kind of thing. They sit in their house. People come to visit them, and give their condolences and sorrows and stuff, and then they go away and come and go, and they're doing it for 3 days. Shivam is in 7, but they're doing it for 3 days. So, yeah. So we now have to move on. Move on where, how, in what direction? We don't know, but we do have to move on. Got a game at the weekend, friendly against Finland on Saturday. I believe the tickets for the first game against Bristol City, home game, is on sale now. So, and they're selling quite quickly, so you might want to get moving your tickets. But yeah, so obviously while all this stuff has been coming out, there have been some other Millwall related stuff that I haven't mentioned. Put it on the back burner because I didn't think it was right to bring it up. You know, like, you'll see when I mention it. There's a famous quote. I can't remember. It's the Liverpool guy, the Liverpool manager. He's saying, well, some people think football is a matter of life and death. And you go, I think it's more important than that. Which I think he was saying tongue in cheek, a bit glibly, because he's Scottish. I can't remember his name. But it's not really, is it? It's not. It's not more important than that. So I kind of kept a few stories on the back burner and didn't mention them, which I'm gonna mention now because we have to move on. So here we go. This is from FootballInsider247.com, but they're the latest ones to have this story. There are others who leaked it out first. This was put out the other day, though. I think today, actually, on Sunday, the 9th of July. So Millwall in advanced talks to sign Bournemouth star Travers. Who's that? Well, he's a goalkeeper. Curiouser and curiouser. Goalkeeper. What is happening with this goalkeeper situation? Apparently we weren't looking for a goalkeeper. So what's happening now? We signed 2. So here's what's happened with the goalkeepers so far this summer. Let me give you a little roundup. We either let Ryan Sanford go or he left. I think he left. No, I think we let him go. I think Jordan Gilmore left. He was under 21 goalkeeper. And Ryan Sanford was kind of like the third choice goalkeeper. We offered a new deal to Joe Wright. He signed it. We offered a new deal to Connell Truman. It took ages and ages and ages, and then just this past week they announced that he had signed it. But they announced it was a 2-year deal. They never announce how long the deals are. Why did they announce it was a 2-year deal? Probably because I don't know. Maybe they wanted that. Maybe that's this is why it took so long. We offered him a year and he wanted 2. Like and they were to and fro and so just give him the 2-year deal. He takes less money. But now we're being linked with this goalkeeper on loan from Bournemouth, Mark Travers, Irish goalkeeper. Travis joined Bournemouth ahead of the 2015-16 season after joining from Irish side Shamrock Rovers, a youth team. The goalkeeper would go on to make his Bournemouth debut in 2019 as he played against Tottenham, managed to keep a clean sheet and a 1-0 victory for the Cherries. Since joining the Premier League side, Travers has been on multiple loans, with his first stint being at Weymouth in 2017, where he managed to score on his debut and go on to make 23 appearances throughout the campaign. The Ireland goalkeeper would then go on his second loan to Swindon Town in 2021, where he made 8 appearances before being recalled by his parent club. Travers has played for Ireland from under-15s to under-19 youth levels, and whilst a member of the under-21 team received his first call-up to the senior team in March 2019, he made his first cap for the Republic of Ireland in September 2019, but he ensured a 3-1 victory for his side by starting between the sticks. Travers has since gone on to make another 2 appearances for the international side. He's played 3 times for Ireland. Who against, though? They don't mention it here. They mention the score 3-1. Why would you mention the score without mentioning who the team was? Obfuscation. Was it against San Marino? Was it against Gibraltar? With Millwall advancing on a deal, it means they will sign a goalkeeper with Premier League experience, as Travers played in 12 league games throughout the 22-23 campaign, helping Bournemouth to maintain their status in the top division. So, yeah. Curiouser and curiouser, like I said. So what's happened here then? We thought that Rowett was happy with Long because he's trying to shield him. A lot of the fans hate Long. They're not happy with his lack of shot saving ability. A lot of fans have this whole fashioned idea that a goalkeeper should keep the goal. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Whereas all these newfangled coaches and footballing people want keepers to play with the balls. Yes, they want them to play with the balls. So, yeah, if this guy does sign, we will then have George Long. Is his name Mark Travers? What's his name? Mark? What's his first name? Yeah, Mark. So we'll have George Long, Mark Travers, Bartosz Białkowski, Connell Truman, Joe Wright, Dylan Adai. Who's the other? Was the other guy Ethan something? Ethan Hardy? Although the last 3 that I mentioned, Wright, Dylan, and Ethan, are clearly juniors, under 21s. So who's staying and who's going? We're gonna have 7 goalkeepers at the club. Unless Bartosz Białkowski has said, look, I want to leave because I want to play, or he wants to be. I think he still lives in East Anglia, doesn't he? So does he want to go? Does he want to cut his commute? Does he want to go to Ipswich and be the number 2 there? There were rumours that there was some possibility that he might be leaving to go to Ipswich, but I don't think that was. I think that was just like I'm not sure where that came from, or whether that was like rock solid. Now maybe it is something that might be happening, but Millwall said, well, can you stay until we sign your replacement? So if this guy's his replacement, that might mean Bartosz Białkowski is on his way. I think that's the only logical thing you could expect. And let's have a look at this guy, because this guy's not going to come straight in and be first choice, even though he's played sometimes in the Premier League. Because let's have a look. He has played in the Premier League. He's let in 9 goals against Liverpool last season. 9 goals in 1 game. Got a 5.02 rating. I haven't looked at that game, but how many shots on target do you think Liverpool had? Maybe they had 30 and they only let 9. Then he's like really good. If he made 21 saves, hey, he's fantastic. If they had 10 shots and 9 of them went in, again, we've got a guy who's not a shot stopper. He's only kept 2 clean sheets here now. Like, it's Bournemouth and it's the Premier League. He kept a clean sheet at home against Aston Villa and at home against Everton. All the other games, he's playing top teams except for Crystal Palace. No offence. And when Leeds, they're a bit ropey because they got ropey, didn't they? But that was well, not at the time in November, but that was a 6-pointer already season. He got 5.16 rating in that. The highest he got was that game. I think that probably was the first game of the season, 6th of August. 7.46. So he starts off with a blinder and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. But then he ends on a high. That must have been the last game of the season as well when they lose to Everton. So he got 7.47 even though they lose 1-0 to Everton. Okay. So yeah, but he's shipped a lot of goals. 9 against Liverpool, 3 against Arsenal, 4 against Man City, 4 against Leeds, 3 against Man United, 4 against Burnley in the FA Cup. So again, doesn't look stellar. Now, obviously, if he was stellar, he probably wouldn't be coming to Millwall. This is his rating over time. Let's see, pretty average to be honest. So 21-22. So you've got, because he's playing 3 different competitions. This is one season. He's playing for Ireland in the World Cup qualifier. Playing for Bournemouth in the League Cup, which he got 7.69. But you can see here, so his pass success percentage is all over the shop. In this game, so these 2 games in the League Cup last season, he's got a pass success percentage of 58.3. So I'm guessing he's just like bombing it forward. But when he's playing in the Premier League, I assume they change the style and he's playing short passes. And he's got 72.2% accuracy. So again, it looks like he may be one who can play with his feet. Is that what we want? Some things to note. Weirdly, for some reason, he played a full season for Bournemouth in the Championship. 45 games. He got 5 yellow cards, which I mean that's quite high for a goalkeeper. So is he? Is that for time wasting, or was that for hacking players down? What was that for? Maybe coming out of his area and tackling people. Is he one of them? I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. If we can go through some of the stuff, clearances per game. We just look at next season because this is kind of a bit weird. It's all over the place. So averaging 0.9, so basically just under 1 clearance per game in the Premier League. In the Premier League last season, in the 11 games that he played. Yeah, he's not really, obviously not doing anything up front passing wise. So average passes 30, 26. Again, that's not that much. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. We're being linked with a goalkeeper, even though we already have 6 goalkeepers. What the hell is happening there? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. We will find out. We've got this story that came out 5 days ago. 2 of the youngsters that were let go in the summer found new clubs already. Former Millwall midfielder makes Dalej Amit move. That's Alfie Allen there. Dalej Amit have signed midfielder Alfie Allen after he was released by Millwall this summer. Allen came through the Lions Academy and helped the club win the Professional Development League National Playoff against Sheffield United in May. Only Chinokli and Nino Adamalate played more minutes than Allen for Kevin Nugent's young Millwall side last season. And he said, I'm looking forward to taking the next step in my career into men's football, which I have not experienced before, seeing how things pan out, Alan told Dulwich's website. The fact that Dulwich are also a big club at this level and should be playing higher also helped me make the decision to come here and the passion of the coaches. I had a really good season last year and now I'm looking for the next step as a positive one. And after 2 trophies last year, hopefully I can win another one or promotion during the season. Dulwich have re-signed winger Luke Guarnadio, blah blah blah, I don't care. I think they got relegated from the Conference South, so I think they're in the Isthmian League now. So I think that's what the league they're in. So that would be what, that step 3. Not a bad level. See how he does. Like I said, he hasn't been on loan anywhere before, so this will be his first full-time proper men's football, not age restricted. So there you go. And we've also got this Penny. Penny signs on. This is from lewisfc.com. We are pleased to announce the signing of centre-back Arthur Penny following his departure from Millwall this summer. Penny, 20, is an exciting young defender who captained Millwall under-21s and is a commanding figure at the back. Arthur previously spent the 21-22 campaign on loan at Welling United, making 19 appearances in the National League South, scoring 1 goal. Arthur becomes a fourth signing to sign for the Rocks as Tony Russell continues to bolster the squad ahead of the new season. Welcome to Lewis, Arthur. So there you go, you got 2 under-21s who were released in the summer, finding new clubs, which is good to see. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.